What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys the trading platform TradeStation. Let's jump into it. The platforms that I've used in the past, the very first platform that I've used was TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. I was with them for a year, and then I switched over to Charles Schwab Street Smart Edge. I've always known about TradeStation, and I've always wanted to try TradeStation out, but something in the back of my head kept telling me every single time, Dave, don't do it. I did my research. I've talked to customer service on the phone, and I just didn't like, something was giving me a bad feeling about this platform. But then I tell myself I want to try to experience as many different brokerages as possible because I don't want to get married just to one platform. But this is going to be my honest review of TradeStation. There are a few things good about TradeStation and there are a few things bad about TradeStation. My opinion, and remember this video is based on my opinion. If you guys think differently, leave a comment down below. Don't be hating. These are my opinions. Everybody's voice to their own opinion. The thing I didn't like about TradeStation, I'll start rallying off with the bad to get those out of the way. There are good though with this platform. The bad with this platform is the platform fees. If you're not active in trading in this account, they'll charge you $100 for fees just for the platform. If you trade 5,000 shares or more a month, then they'll waive the fee. Commissions are $5 to buy and sell for equities, but then you have to pay for data. I had to pay out, it was like $75 in data. I had to sign up for the NASDAQ. I had to sign up for the New York Stock Exchange, the American Stock Exchange. I had to add level 1, level 2, total view. It's just the list. Let me bring it up. My current monthly subscription for all the data is $64 a month. Now, I'm used to getting it for free with Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade, which are online brokers. Now, you got to remember, TradeStation is a direct access broker. And if you don't know what a direct access broker is, pretty much, let's say you're with TD Ameritrade. When you go to place a trade, you're placing a trade, you're sending it to your broker, which is TD Ameritrade, and then TD Ameritrade is sending it to the market makers. With direct access, there is no middleman. It's just simply you, and you're sending it to the market as it is. For NASDAQ, I got the data package number 3. That was $16. And then I got the enhanced market depth, which is 25, which is pretty much level 2. BATS and direct edge books, $12. NASDAQ book total view is $1. The ARCA book, $10. Benzinga News is free. Then the fundamental data is free. They're also charging you for the platform as well. And they didn't charge it to me just yet, because if I traded 5,000 or more shares, they'll waive that platform fee. But let's say it's a slow market and I don't have any good setups that are coming up and I'm a day trader. You know, if I don't trade the whole month, they'll charge me that $100. So then my account will be negative on the month, $164. What I feel like, if you're really, really, really into customization, like I'm talking customization in your candlesticks, your charts, making your own indicators, if you're into algo trading, if you're just a real big computer whiz and you know how to program stuff, then TradeStation's for you, because you can honestly do anything with TradeStation. You really can. They got cool studies in this. They got all these indicators right here, as you can see. Look at all these. And then they also have like custom, which is, I think this is a pretty cool part. if you wanted to paint the first candlestick of the beginning of the trading week on the 60-minute chart, you could. Or you could paint the candlestick when it makes a new low for the week, or a new high for the week. Stuff like that. Yeah, these are the paint bars right here. Like I said, if a stock makes a new high for the year, it'll paint that candlestick bar whatever color you wanted it to be. The activity bar, there's just stuff on here. It's hard to explain because there's just so much you could do with TradeStation. I swear, it's like the ultimate that loves customizing and tweaking and writing program. TradeStation is for them. If it's for the average day trader that just needs a chart, level 2, times and sales, TradeStation's not for you. They don't have commission-free ETFs. If I wanted to look at futures, I can't because I had to pay extra to look at real-time data for the futures. It's just that's what really turned it off for me. We're in 2018. You got to start competing. You can't be really charging for data anymore, or all these platform fees when you got TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab. That's just me doing a little rant. I know if you want a great platform, you're going to have to pay platform fees and data fees. But when it's on every single thing, it starts to add up. Even OTC stocks on this, it was like $15 for real-time data. So I couldn't get OTC stocks. And I just feel like if I'm not able to have everything, I feel like I'm missing out. See, CVSI, OTC right here, but it's 15 minutes delayed. You can go through on this. They got line charts, open, high, low, close charts, candle with trend, candle, Kaji, line break, point and figure, Renko. They have all kinds of charts, and you can customize all of this stuff if you wanted. If you wanted to make your candlesticks thicker, you could. You could customize the candle color, the wick, the length of the wick, the width, the color of the wick, the scaling, and here's all the properties. What I don't like on the charts is, let's say right now I'm on the 1-minute chart, okay? If I zoom out, I can only go back 6 days right here. If I wanted to go back more, I have to right click, go to style, go to customize, go to the settings, and I gotta customize this right here. Do I want to go 2 weeks back, bars back, the first date? You can go back as long as you want. Let's say I want to go 2 months back. Click OK. See, I don't know why it's not doing that. But all of this desktop, it's downloaded on your desktop. And I just feel like all this stuff downloaded on your desktop, and it just keeps cramming more and more stuff on your desktop to make it slower. Like if you wanted to look at more chart history, it's downloading that stuff onto your desktop. Let me go to the time frame. This is the 15-minute, okay? And I can only go back this far, like I said, unless I go to customize, settings, and I want to go 4 months back. Let's go 5 months back. Click OK. And then there it adds it. But what you gotta do is it's just so much to do, so much stuff to remember. And when you go to the app store and you go to the video station to try to learn about this platform, you gotta wait for like Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when they do live streams to learn about this platform and ask them questions. They got videos to show you on how to do this, to run this platform, figure it out, and learn it. But they're all like a year, 2 years old, 4 years old. There's just not many reviews, really, on TradeStation. I know this video's everywhere. See, introducing the new TradeStation 10 months ago. You got a person here reviewing it a year ago, 2 years ago, 4.5 years ago, 7 years ago, 4 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 months ago. That's not too bad, but that's Matt Owens. He's the only one I see using TradeStation. And then I come up here to the filter. Let's go to upload date. See, same thing. Nothing's popping up till 1 year plus ago. And there's really not that many. So that's a red flag right there. If there's not many people using this platform or talking about it, that should just tell you right there. Account minimums to open up a TradeStation account, they changed it. Now it's $500 to open an account. It used to be $5,000, so they brought it down. If you served in the military or if you're in the medical EMS or a police officer, you get free commissions on TradeStation. But the thing is, to open this account, I deposited $1,700 just to open this and try it out. It opened it up with $200. So I'm waiting for my other $1,500 to come through. And it took a week for it to get into this account. And I had to call and ask, where's the rest of my funds? I deposited $1,700. And he said the rest of it was on hold, which I don't know why. But they have all your drawing tools right here, as you can see. And real quick, let me bring up, there's a lot you can do with TradeStation. There really is. And I feel in a way it's a bit too much. You can have multiple desktops if you have multiple screens. Here's my watch list right here, and it's the radar screen. And the watch list, see, they do it by like these pages. If I wanted more watch list, I'd have to create another page. And it looks like the Excel right here on it. But then they have this thing right here, the hot list, where you can filter it through percentage gainers for the days, approaching 52-week highs, gap down, gap ups, volume. And then this right here is their custom scanners. I just created a few of them. You got percentage gainers below 5, gap scan, which isn't running, range plays, and volume. We can hit run on that one too. Creating scans on this is actually pretty simple. You know, you name it, you hit next. We'll just get a couple because I'm about to delete this platform. I'm done with TradeStation. And then you click what you want, like all stocks, exchanges, futures. I want all stocks. Click next. And then you do your criteria. And when you click the criteria, this is all you get to choose from to create your scans. So like price, you want the last to be above, let's just say $1. And then your next criteria, you want the percentage change 1 day to be above at least 3%. And then you click finish, and there you go. And then click run, and there's your scan right there. The news feed that they have is right here. It's Benzinga. Now what turned me off about this is Benzinga's good, but it's not the greatest. And I feel like Trade Ideas can do better. TradeStation having Benzinga, TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim uses Benzinga. And at least TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim also gives you the Benzinga Squawk Box. Trade Ideas doesn't. And it's just this, how the news is set up right here. It's just outdated. You can go to the settings. What you can do, which is pretty cool with the news here, is if you're looking for like a keyword, then I'm trying to find it. Search news. So you got your providers right here. See, they got Benzinga News, Comtext News, and if you wanted the Dow Jones News, that's an extra subscription you'll have to pay for. You could choose the date range you want it to go back on the news. You could set it to alerts if you wanted to. Right here. Here's the keywords right here. So like last year was blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency was really big. So if you wanted to filter the news with that, blockchain, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, you could. And then they have this apps thing up here. And these are all the apps that you could get and download. You got your chart analysis, easy language, as if you're into creating your own indicators and creating your own strategies. Hot list is like the top percentage gainers of the day. They have this intraday short locate, but Trade Ideas isn't the best for shorting stocks. Market depth, level 2. Market insight isn't too much. It's pretty much the TradeStation homepage. The matrix, we'll go over the matrix in a second. The matrix is actually pretty cool. Their news, Option Station Pro if you're into options, quick trade bar, radar screen. This is your watch list. Research if you want to do research on a company, the scanner, times and sales, trade manager analysis, trading app store, video station, and walk optimizer. The thing I don't like is the trading app store. This is pretty stupid if you ask me. So if you create an indicator or if you create a strategy, you could post it on Trade Ideas for other people to buy. See, and here are some of them. Some of them go by subscription, or some of them are free. When I first got this Trade Ideas platform, I used the VWAP on the minute, the 3-minute, and it didn't have it in the indicators. So I had to come in here and search for it to try to get it. It showed it was free, but then they took it off the store. So then I had to go to Google and type in VWAP for Trade Ideas, get the thing, and then I had to go to the, what was it? Easy language, and I had to input it in to get it. And it's not even the greatest. They have all this stuff here. It's good for people that are into, like I said, they're computer whizzes and they're into tweaking with algos and trading strategies. Trade Ideas is for you if you're all into that. Algos, creating your own indicators, creating your own strategies and back testing them. Trade Ideas is a must for you. But for the average trader that just needs a chart, level 2, market depth, like I said, I would just stick with what's out there. Trade Ideas definitely isn't for everybody. And you may get overwhelmed too, everything that they have. This is the level 2 right here. You know, you got your market maker, your size, your bid. Same thing over here with the ask. You got the market depth right here, and you got the strength meter right here. And you could customize the colors if you wanted with this. See, I customized the colors like this. I spent the whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday, learning about this platform, studying it, setting it up, and it's now Tuesday. I used it Friday. I just opened it up and observed it when the market was going. I used it Monday, and I used it today. Trade Ideas just isn't for me. I didn't place any trades on this because we're at the end of the year, 2018, and I don't want to place a trade and then have to deal with the taxes for capital's gains on this. I just opened it up, I tried it out, I didn't like it, I'm going to close it out. Here's your times and sales right here. Don't worry, we'll get to the matrix. I just want to cover all this stuff right here. This is the times and sales right here. I have it customized a little bit. I'll show you what it actually looks like when you get it. I'm just trying to bring it over. I don't want to place a trade by accident because it is live right now. But this is what it looks like when it's running. Now, when this is running, what's cool about TradeStation is you get to see all the algo trading and stuff like that. Like you could see, you see all this out of sequence, burst basket at ask, burst basket at bid, out of sequence at bid. You know, they have so much stuff on this. The exchange, IEX, TRF, you've probably never seen this stuff before. PSX, I see Form 4 buys in here. CINN. If you're using an online broker, you're not going to see all of this right here. This is the matrix right here. This is cool. I'm not going to lie. The matrix is pretty much just like the ladder on Thinkorswim, but this is more in depth. As you can see on Thinkorswims, you don't get to see all these numbers right here. And what those are algo traders, traders all over the market. These are your sell orders and these are your buy orders. So we're currently looking at Facebook, and the price is right here highlighted going back and forth at 143.26. And what you want to see is you just like looking at a level 2, but on this ladder scale. You want to see big buyers present themselves here, and you want to see, you could see above if there's any huge sellers sitting on this. So like right here, you got a person trying to sell 2,600 shares, 4,700 shares. You got the volume right here of where what the volume was, where it traded at the price, and the volume bars right here. This can get complicated at times when watching it. So you got 13,000 seller right there. But this is all algo trading, and this thing moves so fast. And this is looking at it in increments of 2. I had to move it up because if I was looking at it through every penny, look at this. It gets even bigger. But the little number in between the dashes right there, that's how many market makers are at that price. So here at 143.20, well, it just disappeared. There were 5 market makers a few ticks below. You got to practice looking at it in a way. If looking at it in 1 cent increments is too much for you, you can move it up to 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cent, 5 cent if you wanted to get a better picture of what's going on. Like I said, Trade Ideas is really cool if you could customize everything in Trade Ideas. If there's something you don't like or like the way it looks, you can customize it the way you want it. It's just for me, I'm not a big fan of Trade Ideas. I'm not a what I need to have with I feel like it's overcomplicated. Like they're trying to do way too much, which isn't a bad thing. It's just it's not for me, and everybody's different. You know, I don't like the way the charts are set up on Thinkers or Trade Ideas. The best charts that I've ever used on a platform was Charles Schwab. I absolutely love the charts. But on TradeStation, I'm not a big fan of it. Go to the studies, add studies. See, I only have the volume average and the VWAP that I had to go out and find and install on this just to have it. And you could save your study groups. But what I don't like is, let's just say I'm looking at the minutes chart. I want to switch over to the daily. It's going to bring all my indicators that I'd be looking at on the intraday chart over to the daily. So what you would have to do, you have to open up more workstations. See, these are your workstations down here. I have my charts tab, Dave. This would be like my intraday. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, all the way up to like the 5-minute chart is how I have this set up. And then I have my 15-minute chart, my 65-minute chart, and I have my daily chart set up on the workstation tab by itself so I can have my moving averages. And so I don't have to every single time go to the time frame, switch to the 3-minute, change the studies. I gotta go to Ed Studies, or no, it's Studies. See, I'm even confused with this thing. There's just it takes time to get used to it. I know it does. TradeStation's just not for me. It's not. I'm just the basic average trader. I feel overwhelmed with this platform. Customer service, I'd rate customer service an A plus because every time I had a problem and I called them, they were more than happy to help me out. Their security to keep you protected is A plus. They asked me like 5 security questions just to verify it was me. They give you a callback feature. So if you call and there's a wait, instead of waiting on the phone, you can have a callback, and they usually called me back pretty quickly. They would say it would be like a half-hour wait. They'd call me back literally like 5 minutes later. But the person I talked to on the phone that even kept when I was trying to get into this, I was trying to get into trade ideas months prior, and I was talking to them on the phone about this. And the woman that kept calling me and didn't give up on me was, I think her name was Amanda Torres. Just a sweetheart. Patient. She knows a lot about trade ideas and the trade ideas platform. More than happy to help you out. Every question I asked, she answered it for me. But I do feel that they all try to push this on you if you're interested in their project or their TradeStation. But overall, what would I rank thinker or trade ideas? I'm half and half on it. For the average trader, I wouldn't say trade ideas is for you. For a professional trader that does this full time and is trading over 5,000 shares easily to waive all the fees, and all you're really paying for is all the data that you're signed up for, yeah, most definitely this platform is for you. And same thing goes as for if you're into programming data, programming strategies, yeah, this platform is for you. But overall, based on me, I don't want to rank this too low, but then I don't want to rank this too high. I'm just going to give trade ideas an average. Based out of 5 stars, I'm going to give trade ideas, I'll give trade ideas 3 stars. 3 out of 5 stars. And that's just based on my trading style. I'm not a professional trader. I'm under the PDT rule. If you have a small account, trade ideas is not for you. The platform fees and the real-time data every month, which is almost $200 a month, that'll just eat you up alive, along with the commissions. So for a trader under the PDT rule, trade ideas, TradeStation, I keep wanting to call it trade ideas or think or swim. But TradeStation's not for you if you're under the PDT rule, like I said. They do have the master class, like I said, but they do that like every once a week. And it's like every Tuesday is when they do it. They might be live streaming right now because it is Tuesday. No, they ain't live streaming right now. Go to their YouTube page if you're interested in the platform. Go through the, I think I have to type it in, video tutorials. Either the quick tips, learning TradeStation, video tutorials. They have a lot of them and they're long. I sat here and I watched a lot of these videos. I just typed in TradeStation tutorial. There's a playlist that you'll go through. They're 2 years old and they're going off the old version of it. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one I watched right here. You can see I went through and I watched a lot of these. And this is what I did Saturday and Sunday. I just sat here. Each one's like an hour long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I watched like 4.5 of them. So I watched like 6 hours, setting up the times and sales. I watched a little bit of the easy language, the real time scanners, the analysis and drawing tools, and the essentials of the setup. I did watch the chart analysis and building your charts. All these are 2 years old. And if you wanted to participate, like I said, in a live stream, they only do it during the day. It's like a Tuesday they do it and Thursday they do it, which I think every time they do a live stream every week, which they do, they should do they should just save it to their YouTube. So for people that are busy can catch it on the weekends. But I just wanted to make this review of TradeStation before I delete and deactivate this account. It's just not for me. So I'm going to have to move on and go either back to Charles Schwab, which is the platform Street Smart Edge that I love the most, or Thinkorswim. If you're with a broker and a trading platform, make sure, and you're looking to switch, make sure you do your research and your homework. Every trading platform, every broker out there is different, and every broker has their cons and pros. And every trading platform, it's not going to be for everybody. But that's it for this video. Until next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. All right, later, everyone.